Did you vote for her too, or no?
Yeah, I voted for
You
Kamala.
voted for her? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Y'all lost, man.
Everybody's entitled to their vote, just like I am. I voted for Kamala.
What was
period.
the main issue? Like, what was your main voting cause? Like, what was your main issue that you voted for?
Just her being a woman.
Woman. How? Bro, you are like a buck, man. You easy to read, nigga.
Am I predictable?
Yes.
Am I?
Yeah, pretty.
Wow.
So you voted for her
Loud and proud.
not on policy, but because of her gender.
Yes.
That's crazy, bro.
Yes. It's terrible, but I stand on it just like people stand on why they voted for
Stand on
Trump.
business.
So regardless of, or you just do you dislike Trump too, or you just didn't? Out of
I
curiosity.
mean, we already had Trump as president. I feel like, why not try something new? Try something different.
Okay, so it's not that you dislike Trump. You just were like, hey, let's try something new, and she's a female, so I'm going to vote for her.
I don't have an opinion on Donald Trump, honestly. Like, he doesn't faze me in my day-to-day. Like, Trump winning didn't make me, like, sad or mad. It was just like, okay, like, it just validated everything that I already knew being who I am in this country, period. Like,
Okay. So question for you. You said you want to try something new, but she's been in power for the past 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, but she was vice president, not president.
She's the second most powerful person in the United States.
She has power,
She
though.
wasn't the first most powerful person in the United States.
Biden was asleep. So you capping now, nigga.
Yeah.
Shout out Biden.
Nigga was asleep.
I would say
Dance
she was
party
probably
with
one of the most
Beyonce.
powerful vice presidents we've had because of our president that was kind of asleep at the wheel.
Woman power.
Yeah, he couldn't
know.
talk. She had to talk for him.
Facts.
Well, I mean, for me, I just wanted it. I wanted that to be a historical moment for women across the world. Cue the violins and the sounds that you like to do, but I just wanted to be a moment. Like, I wanted us to have a moment. Like, can we have something? Can we have the president? Like, can we
You
be the
guys have
president
had
of
many
America?
moments
Like,
recently.
what? Not the equivalent to.
You want equality? You got it. But now you're mad
Yo,
depressed.
shout out Kamala, shout out Howard University, HU, you already know what's going on. I wanted that degree to go up. What? Howard University degree for the president of the United States graduated from Howard? That's what I wanted. I wanted that representation. I wanted that stamp. I wanted that HBCU qualification. Howard University is the best. It's the Mecca. Is where we all go to,
Man,
to
who's
celebrate.
paying you, man?
Nobody's paying me. I just really do this, though. Do not give me a mic.
Okay.
Like, I really do this. Like, I'm really me.
Bing bong.
Hold on.
See, you know what the interesting part is? A lot of women, at least she admits it, but a lot of women voted because they wanted that historic moment. It's a big reason why a lot of Hillary's voters showed up in 2016 as well. And this is precisely why I don't think we need to repeal.
How dare you?
Because they don't vote on topics that matter. No offense.
Yeah.
They vote on
How they feel.
how they
Yeah,
feel, on cultural situations, abortion, reproductive rights,
TikTok videos.
TikTok videos.
TikTok politicians. It's just,
Yeah, women don't really
Tell
vote on real issues. You guys vote on feelings. So this is why. I
Because
think.
a lot of men didn't vote for her because she was a woman. So that goes vice versa.
No, I mean,
Well,
That may be true.
but there's a
There's
reason.
a lot of people that are uneducated. Like, if you ask them about policies, they
Yeah,
won't
sure.
say what it is, like that they don't like about
Well,
either one of them.
I mean, I think most people kind of have an agreement that societies function better with men at the helm.
yeah, even the girls voted for.
But why are we talking
Trump.
about gender? We should be talking about policy.
because they voted because of the gender. A lot of
But
women.
that's what I'm saying. Men
So-
too, though.
Well, here's
Like, literally at the
Go ahead.
rallies, like, but I can tell you who I voted for and like for what, and it has nothing to do if it was
you
a
voted
woman or
Kamala
not.
as well.
Well, actually, I didn't vote. But if I wanted to vote, no. But listen.
That's the whole point.
I couldn't get out to vote for a certain reason. But if I could have voted, it would have been Kamala. Okay,
Sure. Why?
Thank God.
Why would you vote
I
for
have
her?
Why she
more.
lost?
It's not necessarily like pro reasons. It's more the cons against Trump. Like
Okay,
the
what
whole
are the cons?
elimination of the Department of Education.
Okay.
That's like insane. I don't know if you want me to elaborate on that.
Okay. So you think the public education system is good?
I'm not gonna say that it's good. It definitely needs some sort of, more adjustments. But to eliminate it, we already have issues with funding and programs being equally like given to students of not just. We're not talking about race. We're talking about kids with disabilities. So if you just eliminate that, then what? Like who's gonna be regulating that?
State.
Yeah, and that's not gonna work out.
You don't think so?
No, because there's a lot of things that are by the government that is being controlled that's not federal that they have to do. Like there's a lot of programs that if it's not coming from the state.
Okay. So you don't like that they were going to abolish the DOE. What else?
Well, if we're talking about the person, like not gender, but you can't tell me, like, fine, you can say, fine, I voted for Trump, but you're not going to deny that he's not a racist. You're not going to say that.
Yo.
Let's assume he is a racist. What does that have to do with policy?
He's spreading, okay, forget.
Assume worst case scenario that he actually is a racist. What does that have to do with?
Because it affects the
being a leader?
country. Like, look, right now, look at what Putin just put out. He's making a mockery of our own president by putting the nudes of his wife. He's basically letting everybody know, like, I don't take you serious.
What do you
And
mean
that
with
is a threat.
Putin? What do you mean by that?
He posted, like, he sent out to, like, all the news media in Russia, in the country, like, to put out Melania's nudes on the news. Like, all of them had to forcibly do it.
Who did that? Putin?
That's coming from media, obviously. I'm not in Russia. I don't know how to say
I
that.
think media is lying, to be honest.
That
You
sounds like
see
some
that?
TikTok
Sounds
shit.
like it's a lie. Like,
See, hold
that
on.
don't sound
Hold
right.
on. Who told you that?
I thought.
Like,
TikTok.
the media.
I mean, like, she probably see some video.
well, no, not TikTok, but I saw her, like, on the internet. I get news.
Yo, what?
Where?
the-
Like, just like everybody gets different news articles.
yeah, but you need to verify the news before you talk about it, though.
Yeah.
Fake news, wrong.
Um,
Hold on. She didn't vote. She has an opinion, and you're spreading fake news. You know what you sound like? Kamala.
Well, I'm not spreading fake news. They're spreading the fake news. I'm just
But you
regurgitating
just-
what I saw.
You just pass it along to us. Like, we should take it as your gospel.
Well, no, because that's why we're having a discussion. And you fact check me. There we
Hold
go.
on, I'm going to fact check you right now.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so for you, you're just more anti-Trump. It's not that you necessarily like Kamala so much as in rather you just
Yeah.
oppose Trump. So you think voting for her, or would have, hypothetically, if you had voted, you would have voted for her because of that, because you dislike Trump because he's a racist and DOE.
Well, we already had Trump in power. The country wasn't, in my opinion, you could disagree and say whatever you're going to say, but it wasn't doing better just
Crom's
because
one
of him.
putt tip
Actually, the country
Same
was
thing
$35.
doing-
with the whole
Yoda's
terrorist thing.
304 spreading Russian propaganda.
Yeah, that's from Krause. He said you're spreading Russian propaganda. I mean, I would argue that the country was actually objectively better from an economic standpoint when Trump was in versus Kamala
Why?
and the Biden administration. I mean, people were getting money. The markets were doing a lot better.
Yes.
Obviously, COVID happened,
Yeah.
which kind of fucked things up, but that was out of his control.
Yeah, but like first time the Trump won, it's already Bitcoin went up. Like I'm and Diana, we just love Trump. I think the country was much better, and I just love him so much.
Even though we are immigrants, right?
And we
But
like,
we
and
support him
No
because we
way.
think that with Trump the country will flourish. Like
Okay.
he will even finish the war in
Bitcoin,
Ukraine.
like
Seriously.
stock
He will do
market,
it.
go like where.
So you guys aren't mad about him ending the war in Ukraine? I would think maybe you guys would get mad about that.
Want
No, we are
him
happy.
like to have to stop the war. Like we just want to have peace. Like how many people die already? It doesn't
Yo.
matter.
It's
wherever.
true. If he
like,
was in
let's-
power before, this war would never have begun. Like this wouldn't happen.
And he was in the office for 4 years, and Russia never invited the other country. And if you go back and you see, like, he invited Georgia, he invited Ukraine, like
Yeah.
Crimea, like everything. So he, I think, have like some power. So I'm hope he gonna stop the war in Ukraine.
I'm
and-
actually impressed.
I think
Uh,
Trump is a great businessman and he's very good negotiator. And this is a great skill even when you're running a country.
So are you okay? Because the negotiations kind of look like they're going to put a demilitarized zone like 800 miles, and they're going to let Russia keep the territory they conquered in eastern Ukraine. Are you okay with that?
I mean, like, how many people supposed to be die? Like, they invade territory anyway. So, like, so many people die, and Russia is more stronger anyway. So, I would rather come to some agreement, like, even if they're gonna cut
So it can
this,
stop.
like, yeah, and it's stop because it's so fucked up. I'm sorry, if, I don't know, can I say fucked up?
Yeah, you're fine.
And like, you know, like so many people die, like my friends and like my father, like not my father, but like my father, like, you know, they want to take him to the war, and why he's supposed to be die for what? Like it's gonna stop anyway. Like we need to come to the agreement anyway. Like any war end with agreement, right? Like anywhere, like end with the agreement.
No, very interesting. Because
Yeah.
we've had many Ukrainian girls on the podcast, and they get angry at me and end up getting up and crying and walking off the show because I tell them that they're losing the war, and the best, you know, option we have is to end the war. And Ukraine and Zelensky just have to, you know, concede on that territory that's been conquered at this point. I mean, Eastern Ukraine, whether it's Crimea or the Donbass region, they're all Russians anyway. So
Yeah.
just give it up. Like they want to be Russians. So it is
And
what it is.
their argument is, well, people die, so let's keep it going, so it means
Yeah.
something, versus just stopping it now.
She's the first Ukrainian girl
I'm
that-
actually
on the
impressed.
show that actually like is anti-war. Everyone
impressed.
else is like, no, keep fighting, and I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So they're very interesting though that you guys
Are based.
one you want a woman and then you
Huh?
want I'm
No,
saying-
look at it.
No, for you, I'm saying your voting thing was having a woman in, and then yours is anti-DOE, and you just don't like Trump. Yeah. This is why we got to repeal. Anyway, but that's a whole other conversation. So guys, quick word from our sponsor real fast. You know we don't mess around when it comes to leveling up, and that goes for your coffee too. If you're still drinking that sugary shit, you're already started your morning off wrong. 1775 Coffee's protein creamer is what real men use to start their day. 10 grams of whey protein per serving, designed to build muscle and boost metabolism. Most people are tossing whey protein into their coffee, but we took it a step further and made a creamer with whey protein already built in, no added sugar, just protein. They just dropped this protein creamer along with a whole new lineup. In addition to the classic dark and medium roast, you'll find new coffee pods and a brain-boosting mushroom blend that'll have you focused like a sniper locked in on CNN. Don't start your morning funding the woke mob and dumping garbage into your body. Do it right with 1775 Coffee. Use code FRESH to get 15% off. Guys, I'm drinking 1775 Coffee right now, man. As we walk it like we talk it over here, guys, and they got one that has a protein blend, man, so definitely go show them support. Shout out to 1775 Coffee.